Hello my dear students, welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. In this video, we'll be talking about what are the different opportunities that you can grasp from giving the GATE PI paper, because students always have this doubt or difficulties, like if they have already filled up the form, the second paper, but what is the real opportunities that you can avail from these second paper? Let us try to understand. Just like in the last week we have talked about XE paper, so this video will be talking about the GATE PI paper. Now, if I talk about the syllabus of GATE P and I, it comprises of 7 sections. We are having general mathematics, aptitude combinedly. We are having section 2 as general engineering, which comprises of your multiple subjects like thermal science, which is your thermodynamics and applied, your heat transfer, we can say strength of material, engineering mechanics, right? We are having the theory of machine, we are having the design. So it basically comprises of all the subjects that mechanical students is studying, which is the important subject for mechanical GATE paper. But if I say from PI paper perspective, it's not having that much of importance. The reason being, it is comprising of 6 to 7 subjects and total weightage is quite less. If I say individual subjects, it is very less. So definitely, first of all, you need to concentrate on the manufacturing and industrial engineering, because PI paper, more or less, I can say that more than like 50% of the questions will be having a weightage of P production and industrial engineering, right? So it is have a total weightage of approximately like a very moderate or less weightage or less important. If I talk about section 3 and section 4 combinedly, it is the manufacturing process 1 and 2, which is the syllabus of this is slightly higher than that of the core mechanical syllabus, because it's dedicatedly we are talking about production engineering, right? If I talk about industrial engineering, we are having 10 to 15% additional syllabus you have to study as compared to that of GATE mechanical paper, because we are having some quality problems, we are having reliability also, we are having some topics from OR which is not there in the GATE paper. So section 5, 6 and 7 collectively we are basically calling it as industrial management and operation research. Now, if I talk about the pre-YQ weightage subject-wise analysis for the previous 3 or 4 years of paper from the GATE PI, math and aptitude, normally we are having 28 marks. General engineering, which I already told you, this comprises of all the miscellaneous subject, that is your thermal science, strength of material, tome, mechanics, your we can say this one, heat transfer, okay, design, all the subjects is being included. So it is total carrying a weightage of 20 marks total. This means we can 7 to 8 subjects carrying a weightage of 20 marks. Manufacturing process 1 and 2 combinedly is carrying a weightage of approximately 24 marks. And if I talk about we can say industrial engineering, if I talk about the industrial engineering, it is in total carrying a weightage of 10 plus 7, 17 plus 27 plus 28, approximately 28 marks is the weightage. So you can clearly visualize that if you are gonna study the mathematics aptitude, the manufacturing process and industrial engineering collectively, it will have a total approximately weightage of more than 70 marks or 80 marks approximately, right? So it is very important, because P and I, but the major challenge with P and paper is the syllabus is slightly on a higher side for the set of topics, that is manufacturing and industrial, as compared to that of GATE mechanical paper. But I'll be helping you out if you are preparing for P and I. Definitely I'll be telling some key topics which you need to concentrate for all the different segments. If I say from general engineering, from strength of material, because it overall comprises a weightage of 18 to 20 marks, so definitely you need to consider only the few important topics. From strength of material, you need to consider on simple stress and strain, Mohr circle, SFD, BMD and deflection of beams. From fluid mechanics, we can have fluid statics, fluid dynamics. Bernoulli's is very important. Only Bernoulli's if you are studying, more than sufficient. Flow through pipes, theory of machine mechanism, inversions, angular velocity theorem and flywheel. Thermodynamics, all the processes that we are talking about, first law, heat engine, heat pump and refrigerator from the second law, and entropy, etc. That is a secondary. This general engineering, I'll again recommend you try to complete in the secondary one, because already you might have covered in the mechanical paper, so there is no additional effort required to cover these topics. But if I talk about manufacturing, there are some topics that you need to cover additionally, like 5% of the additional syllabus. From casting, solidification time, riser design and defects. From welding, resistance welding, arc welding, defects. Material forming and sheet extrusion, drawing, true stress and strain, deep drawing, bending, blanking and piercing. We are having metal cutting and machining, merchant circle diagram, tool life, single point cutting tool, geometry, machining time calculation, drilling, milling, turning, shaping, operation. BLU calculations, rotation, translation, scaling, and table speed frequency calculation. This is basically from manufacturing processes 1 and 2. If I talk about quality and reliability, definitely you need to cover that MTTR, your MTTF, MTBF, and availability, numerical, series and parallel question from the reliability topic, and the theoretical question being asked from the total quality and management, and acceptance samplings is very important from the quality and reliability. If I talk about industrial engineering and operational research, there are some list of topics which you are already studying in your gate mechanical. These are important topics: line balancing, work study, time study, LPP, simplex, transportation assignment, duality, queuing theory, break-even analysis, inventory control, forecasting, scheduling, and sequencing, PERT, CPM, slack, float, and crashing activity. These are some set of important topics you need to cover because it carries approximately 26 to 28 marks from these topics collectively with the quality. And if I talk about manufacturing process 1 and 2, it is comprising of 25 to 28 approximately. Okay, fine. So these are some important topics. Now let us talk about what are the key highlights that you need to understand. If you are securing approximately 65, you'll be getting under 100, and if you are approximately going for 75 plus, you can even get into the double digit, or chances are there you can get into single digit, but depends upon the difficulty and the number of your aspirants being enrolling to that particular examination. But seeing the previous year trends, definitely we will be able to get very easily. Yes, you can directly get into the master's program, but here you need to concentrate, you need to understand that some IITs, older IITs, they are definitely taking the PI paper as a gate score for getting into the core domain. That includes manufacturing, that includes your interdisciplinary branch, but there are some old IITs which are not allowing into core sector like thermal background or the design background. Not all one, but yes, some IITs are not allowing PI in P and I score. Yes, there is very less, not some, we can say very less PSU which recruit from gate P and I. It's like very less, one or two, one to two, max to max, which is next to zero only. For the last 2 or 3 years, not a single PSU have recruited from gate P and I. But we can expect, like if I say from 2017 or 18, there were some PSUs which have recruited from P and I, one or two, that max to max. Okay, so we can say it is next to zero, but yes, always be positive because you never know if any PSU is gonna take from P&I, you can definitely avail that. But yes, it is important if you are willing to go for higher studies or you want to do for masters in IIT, definitely you can apply for P&I and you can get into this. The demerits, or I would say that the negative point of P&I is you actually need to study some additional portion which is not there in mechanical paper. That is a demerit, but overall if I can say, you need not to cover all the entire syllabus of mechanical. There are some only majority manufacturing and industrial which you need to cover a lot, right? So overall we can say it is similar to that of XE, but yes, XE we are having some choice of subjects, but in PI we are not having any choice. You have to study almost every subject, and some topics are important from the examination perspective. So these are the different important opportunities. Now one more thing I need to add, if I talk about new IITs normally they are taking XC or gate mechanical score for getting into the master's program. Some new IITs are not taking P&I score, but yes, older IITs, every old IITs is taking P&I score to get into master's program, and that too the selected one. Thermal science, only few are allowing, right? But rest, manufacturing, every IIT, even new or old, is taking the P&I gate score to get into the master's program, right? CAD CAM also, your additive manufacturing, there are lot many master's program. Interdisciplinary branches also allowing P&I paper, right? So these are some key opportunities. So overall I can say P&I and XE, the major highlight will be you can directly get into the master's program in different old IITs because the syllabi will be confined. Slight additional effort will be required in PI, but compared to XE, no additional effort will be required. We will be talking about some selected questions only, right? So this is all about the different opportunities that you can avail from P&I paper. Make sure you are because there is no substitute to hard work, so definitely you need to work hard and try to take the previous 5 years of question in order to understand what level of question they are asking. Normally the P&I level is almost similar to that of GATE. XE slightly higher level, right, because the syllabus is confined and they will be asking a good level of questions, right? So this is all about the different highlights and opportunities that you can avail from giving the GATE P&I paper. So this is from my side. I hope you all enjoyed this video. So do share this video to all of your friends so that they will be getting the insight. And if you have any doubt or difficulty, do write your doubt in the comment section. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe.